Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning into Cosmic Co TV. I am Cosmic Co, and today I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to show y'all my morning routines and rituals, my daily routines and rituals, honestly. First, starting off, I have some all-natural capsules here made in-house by Mother Earth herself, which is my mother, okay? And I have beetroot, moringa leaf, and burdock root. I recently started taking these, but I try to take them every morning along with water. They have plenty of benefits. We're not going to get into it, but I will say that I have felt the benefits. I am seeing them, and I actually am excited to take them every morning. It be feeling like Osmosis Jones in my body. Like I can feel the blood moving through my system easier, better. And it feels like a boost of energy, but it's not really energy. I don't really know how to describe it. Anyways, moving on, I have started doing a card of the day every day this year. So this is me getting ready to do that. I'm trying to do this voiceover in one take, one go, y'all. So bear with me. But like I said, I started doing a card of the day every day. Just what is my overall energy for the day? What is something I can look forward to? And this day's card was the Five of Cups. Now this made perfect sense because the dreams that I had that night was given very much past energy. Very much let that shit go. Very much I have let it go. Stop trying to show up. So the Five of Cups was my card of the day. I write down the affirmation that is given in this book, the general message theme of the card, and sometimes depending on like when I pull my card, how or if or at all how it resonates for that day. If it's something that I can see, something that I understand, or later on I might come and put a note in to say, oh yes, this applied or this happened. After that, since it was the end of the month, you know it's time for a calendar reset. If you've been tuned into my previous content, then you might have already seen some of these calendar resets for the month of January and February. And you probably would have seen how I prepared for these last year by doing my own personal intuitive and astrology calendar for the entire year. Big ups to me for being prepared. I don't know what's with me and it's happening in the ASMR. It does something to my spirit. I really, really enjoy it. So in my intuitive astrological calendar, I pulled a card of the month, a bibliomancy. Yes, that's what it's called. Channel message for myself. And the numerology, my personal month number. That is what is written at the top of the board. And then I go through and fill out each month with the major astrological transits that are happening. And the full moons and the new moons, very much got to stay prepared, got to stay tuned in, got to stay tapped in for my own personal reasons as well as my business and work. So that is just what you see here. The month of March, Venus and Mercury are going retrograde, are already retrograde. Mercury is not retrograde yet. Venus is already retrograde. So be prepared, y'all. Get ready if you ain't got ready. If you are interested, I do have retrograde readings available on my site, which will be linked in the description bar below. Go check them out. Go get you one to see how this Venus and Mercury retrograde will be affecting you. Alrighty, then moving on from that, I went outside to do my journaling. Since it was the last day of February, I have started doing a end of the month check-in with myself regarding my goals, my feelings, the changes that I'm noticing or seeing. Just literally a full check-in, the physical, the spiritual, the mental, all of that, the emotional, all of that. So I will utilize this time to do my end of the month check-in with y'all as well. What's the easiest thing to start off with? Let's do fitness. So for the month of February, my fitness goals was to shift my focus towards yoga and somatic healing. And I can honestly say that I did do that. I have done that. I am doing that. The month started off rough, y'all. Okay, it started off real rough. That first week, my fitness goals kind of went to shit. Like I was not moving my body at all in the ways that I said. But after that, okay, I elevated. It was a full shift, a complete 180. And I love it. I have been practicing yoga daily, 5 days a week, as well as weight training. Now, weight training was supposed to go on the back burner, but It did not. I continued and I actually have pushed myself a whole lot more. I want to say that my endurance has gone up, my stamina has increased. I am building muscle at this time. Just like full elevation. Before in January, my workouts were typically 30 minutes to 45 minutes on a good day. The entire month of February, my workouts were at minimum an hour to an hour and a half. And I started incorporating more into my workouts. So I was doing core workouts, we was on the flow, doing more weightlifting, being more intentional, pushing myself until failure. Like, big ups to me. Make sure I insert an applause here or something, because yes, the yoga, doing yoga daily. If you've watched a previous video of mine, I spoke about how even the process of getting into yoga was such a big thing for me, and something that I truly doubted and felt that I could not and would not be able to do. Now I'm doing it, okay? And the growth and the progression is seen and it is felt. Love it. So proud of myself. Next, getting into my reading goals. So, as you all know, or as you should know if you've been tuned in, my goal is to read 100 books this year. In the month of February, I read 15. Now, were any of those 15 the books that I said that I was going to read? No, absolutely not. But I read 15 books. So, judge how you will, how you want to. I don't give a damn. In some ways, I am a little disappointed that I have not diversified my readings in the way that I want to, in the ways that I claimed. And other ways, I've really enjoyed the things that I have read, and the pace in which I've read them. I'm beginning to I don't want to say slow down, but take my time more. And I'm beginning to read more emotionally fulfilling things. Like, I'm one of the people, I don't care what people say, you can always learn something through fiction. You can learn something through everything. Even just reading boosts your vocabulary. But there's a lot of things that I've been reading that have helped expand like my emotional intelligence, how to move and navigate through certain conflicts, have inspired me in my own writing or in my own pursuits or in my own journey. So it's like, yeah, I might not be reading the self-help books that I claimed I was going to read, or I might not have read the memoirs that I said that I wanted to start reading, or my designated book for the month was supposed to be Urban Tantra, which is a book that I have started and I still have not gone back to. It's like, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. But I'm happy and I'm content with what I have done. So that's all that matters. Now, my last major goal that you guys really know about that I've been checking in with is regarding my content. The month of February, I will say that my content decreased. And I'll say the amount of content has not been what I wanted to put out. There has been a decline in the amount of content that I've put out, but there has been an increase in my vulnerability and my creativity in the month of February. So for that, I am proud. I am grateful. If you follow me on other social media platforms, then like Instagram being my main platform, I share more poetry there. I'm more vulnerable here. I shared a poem in a video here that I wouldn't have. Oh, yes. So just a brief little clip of some yoga moments with me. Ignore the setup. There is a yoga mat up under that blanket, up under the comforter. But I put the comforter down because we have a dog and we be walking through the living room. And although we vacuum and stuff, I don't want rug burn and I'm allergic to a lot of things. So I'm likely to have an eczema breakout from rubbing up against that carpet. It has happened before. It ain't for me. Anyways, back to the content. Yes, so the amount decreased, but the vulnerability and the creativity I feel like has increased. So although I haven't put out as much, what I have put out has been close to my heart, near and dear to my heart. This February was just hard. It started out with a lot of grief, okay? A lot of grief. A whole lot. Just, I don't even want to get into it, but one of the main things that really hit me in the month of February is my dad's death anniversary. And that is kind of what inspired the previous video on my channel, For a Moment I Forgot, of just being present but dealing with grief and moving through grief and still trying to show up for yourself and others. It's really crazy. So for the month of February, it started out a little tough. It got a whole lot better. There was a hell of a lot of growth in a lot of different ways. There was some disappointments, but all in all, it was a good month. All in all, I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for what it showed me. I'm grateful for how I navigated through it. I'm grateful for my creativity and my vulnerability through it all. That, I think, is one of the main things for February. So yes, I have nothing else to say, I don't think. I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for listening. I thank y'all for tapping in with me, for checking in with me. If you have not already, please feel free to check out the description bar for more information on where you can find me across all of my social media platforms. I am finally back on TikTok. When TikTok got banned, I deleted it. I re-downloaded it. So I plan to get back on there sometime soon to create more content on TikTok. But yes, I'm back. I'm back. March is going to be so beautiful. Despite the retrogrades, I feel like the retrogrades for some people are going to be very useful. So yes, check the description bar for my social medias, my website where you can book your own services. And it's all love, light beams.